Gates is saying that the United States expects the Iraqi government to ask U.S. troops to remain in Iraq well past the end of 2011, Obama's deadline for removing nearly all U.S. troops from the country. And now Gates is saying that the administration is open to discussing amending the current U.S.-Iraqi agreement, which ends U.S. occupation by December of next year. U.S. officials are citing growing political instability in Iraq and a recent rise in sectarian violence as a valid reason for Baghdad to request an indefinite extension of the U.S. troop deployment. With Republicans about to take control of the U.S. House of Representatives, despite the unpopularity of the Iraq occupation with the American people, chances are Congress would give Obama the nod if he asks.
There's less pressure on Obama because of the new Congress to do anything, because most of the anti-war people, a lot of them have been knocked out. So he's not going to be under the same pressure. And I don't think most of the troops will be out in 2011. I mean, some may go, but I think they're going to be staying there a long time. The situation is very unstable. They probably will reach an agreement with the Iraqi government, and they figure that the Iraqi government gives them that'll be what they're going to do.
With well over 4,000 American dead and reportedly hundreds of thousands of Iraqi civilians killed since the U.S. invasion, many Americans say that Obama should stick to his withdrawal schedule as promised.
I think it's time for us to get out of there. I mean, we've been there for quite a while. We went there for a specific reason, and we were there for that reason. Now that we've accomplished what we were there for, it's time for us to go.
They're going to have to stay there for a long time. I would say another 20 years at least.
Anti-war leaders like Paul Martin of Peace Action say that Gates is sending a signal. The U.S. military has no plans to pull out on Obama's schedule.
We're very concerned. Obama was elected, no doubt, because of the anti-war movement. He was the one who said he was against Iraq in the first place. Hillary Clinton wasn't. Won the primary, won the presidency. 3 months later said we're going to be out of Iraq by the end of 2011, and that's what we expect him to do.
Gates says he has not talked directly with Iraq's leaders, but Vice President Joseph Biden is having intense discussions with Iraq's current leaders about whether a new Iraqi government should ask the United States to stay, even if it means U.S. troops in Iraq for several more years. If that were to happen, according to U.S. anti-war groups, it would go against the will of the Iraqi people. Public opinion polls in Iraq show that a solid majority of the Iraqi population wants the Americans out as quickly as possible. Mike Kellerman, Press TV, Washington.